Alright everyone, welcome back to Hollow Knight. We're doing the stuff. So, main goal right now is not doing that. The main goal is to beat Soul Master. And then that way we can get the Descending Dive and then we can go to a bunch of other places. And I think I know my way around here pretty decent. I say as I fall into the spikes. I feel like it's not this way. Do I have a map? I do, but I don't have the charm. Be nice to be able to see the map. Alright, I know where I am now. Oh hey, Zote. Sure, why not? I don't know why I did that, I'm not reading any of that. Oh hey, Cornifer. Cool. I don't have enough Geo to buy the map. Into the Soul Sanctum. Right, I forgot about that. There we go. That was almost not good. Also, that was not good to the point where I would like to go back to the bench. They won't respawn. That's one of those fancy arena battles. Yeah, we can just heal up a little bit. That way, when we make it to Soul Master, I have full health. Hopefully. Depends greatly on how many times I get hit while getting there. Alright, this. No. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. And heal up a bit, and then we can flip the switch. Then we can even enter the room up there, which I think is an arena battle. Oops. Hopefully it's not an arena battle. I think it is, though. No! The elevator has abandoned me. Back up we go. Yep. Gotta remember how to fight this guy. Soul Warrior. I feel like it's almost there. Surely it doesn't have that much more health. There we go. That was longer than I thought it would be. Oh, I just remembered the first nail upgrade is doesn't require any of the pale ore. So if I get enough geo, then I can upgrade my nail. I really feel like dealing with this guy. I might die. That would be very unfortunate if that were to happen. Go! Back down. There we go. Just get rid of them. We're almost there. This is not a good situation. Come on. Oh, that was not great. Not a huge fan of it teleporting around like that. Okay, we got the shriek off on it. There we go. That was not good. Alright, all we have to do now, though, is pull the... No! Why'd there have to be another one? Please, no. Alright, flip the lever. Oh! And there's more soul in these jars. So I can at least have one hit before I die. Well, this is going to be something. Thankfully, it's a lot easier getting back to here when I inevitably do take 2 damage. Oh! I have no idea how I managed to pull off the, thing there. Nope. Messed up the shriek. There we go, that was some good damage. Oops. Heal for a bit. There we go. Whoops. There we go. No. Just need to make sure that I keep my heals up. Right, good stagger. Nope. That was not a good opportunity to heal. Okay, danger. Nope, okay. I tried to heal, that was the wrong timing to do that. That was pretty close though for the first try, especially going into it with only 2 health. Which is not advised. Hopefully we can get some people in the chat. It's a bit quiet right now. I can hear my own thoughts. And grab some of this soul jar stuff. Whoops. I've already taken damage. Forgot about that. What's to the side of this room? What is that way? Looks like mostly stuff I don't really care about. Back up the elevator. Right, try to just speed through this area. The faster I can get through this area, the less time the enemy has to attack me. There we go. Alright, we're coming into boss room with full health. Up. There we go. There we go. That was really good damage right there. We got first stagger. I forget how many staggers this boss has. Down to second stagger. Bad time to try and heal. There we go. Third stagger. Always very nice to see. That was almost bad. There we go. That was good. Alright, and then he's going to do the dive into the floor, and then we have the diving phase. He's gonna do the fake out now. Hello, Sane. One health remaining. Oh, I forget to change it from biped. Whoops. Do that whenever I either die or beat the boss. There we go. Yay! No more Soul Master. We got the Illumination achievement. Second try as well, which is awesome because that was the first boss fight that I got stuck on when I originally played Hollow Knight years ago. Alright, let's fix the stream thing. Change that to Hollow Knight, and this to Hollow Knight. There we go. It has been fixed now. Yeah, biped was looking pretty different. Who knows what any of that was about? What even is up here? This, apparently. Ooh, a lot of Geo. Love to see it. Money, 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 money. I don't like those enemies. The floaty ones. There we go. That switch. I would like to heal, please. Uh-oh. No! My Geo. Oh! That's a checkpoint? I did not know about that. There we go. Where is my shade? I like that lever. That way I can leave. Also, I hear a grub. Beautiful, beautiful grub. Man, imagine Hollow Knight, but it's a spoon. That would be crazy. Where's my shade? It's down here. That's right. Man, that was not great. How's your day been, Sane? Grub. That's good to hear. Is it just me or do those ghosts look like Muppets, kind of? Ooh, back into Soul Sanctum again. Might as well try to get Spell Twister. It is a quite difficult fight, though, if I remember correctly. Well, we have Spell Twister. This seems a bit too easy. Nope. Wow. Well, apparently that room is boring. I know, right? City of Tears shaped hourglass or something like that. Eyedropper for the tears. I would like to head back to the bench real quick. And then we can go get the, I forget what it's called, but the upgrade to the fireball. That's not even what that's called. This fight usually gives me more trouble than nope, nah. Words. They exist. Not for me, though. Soul Master. Do I have a key? I might be a little stupid. Well, no arena fight for us, then. Is there a place where I can easily get a key? Right, no, I need the elegant key. I can't just use any key, that's right. Well, back to Dirtmouth, everyone! Back to the Fading Town. Make it through this area. Not a huge fan of this area. I can't wait until I have double jumps so I can just get through there super easily. Alright, I'm back to Dirtmouth. Come here, stag. And it should be in Sly's shop. No. How do I get the elegant key again? That's right. Well, time to go to the Crystal Peak. Thankfully, we have the fast way that... Tiso. Hello, Tiso Meatball. Anyways. And time to go backwards through here. Good thing I'm an expert. There we go. Super, super easy. Yeah, I love the design of Hollow Knight. They do a very good job with a lot of it. There it is. Hey everyone, while I'm here, should I try to do the Crystal Peak skip to get the pale ore before I have double jump? I kind of want to. Whoops. Right, room's gonna have to be reloaded. I messed that up a little bit. Hello, incredulous potato. Ah, so close. Not super great. I have zero practice on this. I've only ever gotten it, I think, twice. It's going very good. We just beat Soul Master. Ah. I always forget I have to dash to the left. Because the wall doesn't extend down on the right far enough for you to wall jump off of it. There we go. Welcome to the area we're not supposed to be in yet. Filled with enemies that deal way too much damage. There we go. Yeah, you can do that, and also I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. I'm going the way of the grub. I don't really want that grub right now, though. It is way too much of a pain to get. So you can come over here, and then there's one more skip we have to perform in the actual tower itself once we get there. Just cheesing this enemy a little bit. Don't really feel like dealing with it the proper way. Especially since we're going to want as much health as we can get. Oh, that was much better. Super easy. Right. And then we can make it up into here. Wanted some soul from that, but we're not going to be able to get any. run past all of these creatures. They do not matter to me. Alright, and then I need you to come up to here. And then... Come on. No. Darn it. Ah. Well, we almost had it. I don't really feel like committing to that, though. Because that is just way too much of a time sink. We'll be back there later when we're supposed to. But yeah, pretty much what you're supposed to do to skip that room is you would lure the little bug thing up a little, and or not up, down a little bit, so that you can reach it. And then you want to pogo off of its head, and then it allows you to just get high enough to where you skip the need for the double jump ability and can wall jump off the walls. Allowing you to do that room without any need for any power-ups except for dash, wall jump, and I'm not entirely sure if the crystal heart is needed for that room. It definitely helps a lot, though. I think it might be required. Oh, that's right, I don't have Geo. Because I died. How much... I mean, do I have... I do not have a normal key. I do have a egg, though. I don't have a key. It's the only downside of that method, is that if you die, it is really annoying to get your stuff back. We'll go grind a green path a little bit to get some Geo so that we can buy the simple key to open the area where we can give the egg to the guy to get our shade back so we can get our Geo back. Simple, right? Just have to remember that I cannot die here, and that if I'm starting to get close, to just dip. So if I die, then I lose all my Geo, and that's no good. There we go. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. I would like to know what the simple key price is. How much does this sell for? Oh. Well, we're gonna be here for a bit. Everyone have their popcorn of choice and drink so they do not dehydrate. Make sure to hydrate, everyone. Very important. That was kind of cool that they were perfectly synced up for a second. Delicious Geo. We need 950. Yay. So that should be about 10 more times through this room, I think. Yeah, around about 10 more times. I wonder, can I do this? Oh wow, crazy stuff. Grab all that Geo. We can drop back down here. Delicious. I just realized we haven't done the Moss Charger boss fight yet. Man, that was pretty good. Pretty skillful. I might be getting good at this game. I'm not. But it's fun to pretend. I always think it's funny that people refer to Hollow Knight as, like, the humbling game. But it's like, it really isn't, I don't feel like. It's like, most of the deaths in the game are just the player's fault without any real humbling. Like, does Hollow Knight get hard? Absolutely. And if you get overconfident, then yeah, it would definitely be humbling. But like, if you're not overconfident, then it doesn't really work as a humbling game. Unlike Zapekist, where it's always humbling. So close. Did any of you just hear that? Hollow Knight turned into a Wii for a second. Yes, Silksong is so much more humbling than Hollow Knight. It's like, anytime you feel like you're somewhat decent at the game just throws in a new boss fight, and it's like, oh nope, we're back at square one skill level. Weird. Yeah, on my end, the game was like running normally, but the audio just started doing that like Wii crashing sound. That was really weird. I think it would be funny if that just did not get shown on the stream or during the stream's recording. So it just makes me sound like I'm going insane. I mean, I am, but that's unrelated. Man, I love Hollow Knight. I can't believe that there was a time where I was like, nah, I don't really want to touch Hollow Knight because it's one of the, like... I forget what the reasoning was. It was either too popular, too dark, Metroidvania, which I hadn't played up until playing Hollow Knight, or the difficulty is what turned me away from it. It was one of those four things. I don't think it was the popularity, though, since I usually don't care about that. And I'm so glad we have the Descending Dive now. Desolate Dive, that's what it is. It's Desolate Dive and Descending Dark. Hey, we're almost there. I think 3 or 4 more run-throughs of the room. I'm so excited to watch the final episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. I got my tickets, and I'm going to be seeing it on, I think, July 7th. I'm very excited. It's like, I'm sad to see the series ending, but also it's nice to see it get a conclusion. So I would so much rather a series end than have it go on for long enough to where you just start not enjoying it anymore, or to just get canceled and never get its ending. I do feel like The Amazing Digital Circus could have used a few, like, filler episodes, though. Just so you can see a bit more of the characters interacting with each other. just flesh some of them out a little bit more. Like, I recently learned that apparently Bubble has, like, almost no screen time. Which feels really weird. One more run through. Then we can go back to Dirtmouth. And hopefully be able to buy the key. And go back to Soul Sanctum to get the fireball. I cannot remember what that one's called. Easy stuff. Get over here. There we go. And we're free of Green Path. Trying to decide on where I want to go next. I think the best place to go would be probably back into Crystal Peak so that we can get Descending Dark. And also we can get the quest line for the Dreamers while we're there.
Really?
Hello. Yes, I have egg. Yep. Nom nom. Mmm, yummy egg.
Really?
Yay! And that's enough Geo to buy the elegant key. Perfect. Love that hot Tomas Geo. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, whoops. There we go. City storerooms. Alright everyone, be prepared for one of the fights of all time. It sure does exist. I love how you destroy all the things there. Did I sit down at that bench? I'm sure it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, everyone, prepare yourselves. I know I'm not. I do not enjoy this arena fight. Oh, great, the game stuttered. Cool. First death of many. Something very important to remember in that room. Don't try to heal. Just don't. It is a waste of time, and you will get hit if you try to do it. Come on, let me up there. Something I noticed about Silksong is that a lot of the rooms are way bigger than they are in Hollow Knight. But there is also just less rooms. I'm forgetting the buttons. No. I wish Desolate Dive didn't take so long to activate, because, like, it and so many other spells in the game take, like, pretty much half a second to activate, which just leaves you open to attacks, especially since most of them you can't cancel once you start the attack. So if you miss time by even just a teeny little bit, then you're gonna get hit. Come on. There we go. I wish they wouldn't put it in the middle of the room, because then you gotta activate the fight early before you even have your shade back. Fun. Very, very fun. We're gonna be here for a while, everyone, so strap in. Micron, what's your favorite flavor of lemon. Ah, so close. There is? Huh. I don't remember that. Yeah, I enjoy some lemonade. That's a pretty good flavor of lemon. Is that? Oh, right. I remember this now. Yeah, it's right there. And then that leads back to where the bench is. Thank you, everyone. I always forget about that. Which is sad because I've done that like 3 times now. Really? I pogoed on the chair. That was not a good one. Wow, that was probably my worst attempt so far. Let's try and do better than that. I think the thing that always makes this so difficult is that there's no point where you can heal. So you just have to do the entire thing in one go. Whoops. Would it be worth it to swap out one of these charms for Fury of the Fallen? I don't really feel like it is worth it. Because most of my damage is coming from spells right now. And I'm pretty sure, isn't Fury of the Fallen only for your nail? So that won't really help me. How much health does the Spell Knight have? That's not what it's called. What is this enemy called? Give me a second, I want to look up a few of those things. Where is that? 300. And how much was this do again? Right. I should have Shaman Stone. So then, if I can get 10 descending dives on this, then that should be able to beat it. Would it be worth it to go to Forgotten Crossroads to pick up Shaman Stone? Like, I don't really feel like it's worth the time to do that, but it might be. What do you all think? Should I go get Shaman Stone? And also probably Descending Dark. And then come back. What is the thought on that? I'm thinking that might be our best move. Ah, that was so close. Yeah, I think we get Descending Dark and, Shaman Stone. Because Shaman Stone will just be useful for other things as well. You know, before I leave the area without my shade, let me grab that real quick. Yay! Right, now the shade is closer to the door. Alright, let's go get Shaman Stone and Descending Dark. I forget, where is Shaman Stone again? I'm 90% sure it's just in the Shaman area, but I want to make sure. No, where is that? Right, yeah. It's a buyable item. That's correct. Wow, I got absolutely destroyed in that room. Let's heal up a bit, and then we'll get back to Dirtmouth. Or actually, we'll go Forgotten Crossroads first. I always find it weird that Crystal Peak doesn't have a stag station. I mean, it doesn't really need one since you have the way to get to it. Yeah. I can farm up some enemies, though. I think one go-through of the Moss Knights should be enough to buy Shaman Stone. Oh. Yoink up all of that geo. There we go, that should be enough. Alright, and then we can add to Forgotten Crossroads. Oh hey, the Meatball Man is here. Whoever came up with the idea of aspids needed to not do that. Hello. Give me the thing. Shaman Stone. Oh, Charm Notch would be nice. We've already gone so derailed. Might as well get a little bit more derailed. I'm going the wrong way. It's fine. Just means more Geo. I did just remember, I haven't actually gotten the reward for any of my grubs that I've saved. So we should probably go and do that. Might be a smart idea. Hello. Thank you for the Geo. And then start heading our way back to Salubra. Because by the time that we get back to her, yeah, we have 120 now. It all works out. Hello. Charm Notch, please. Thank you. And then we can equip our new charm. And place... I'm gonna say Spell Twister. Up. Spell Twister doesn't seem as useful as the thing. Words. Words exist. Sometimes. Not always. Then we can go through here. Grab our grub rewards. And then go back to Crystal Peak to get Descending Dark. Wow. Grubs. Wow. Okay, I'm assuming the game just, like, froze for everyone else, but for me it did the Wii thing again. Hollow Knight is feeling very unstable recently. You can grab this while we're here. And back to Crystal Peak to get Descending Dark. Alright. Where am I going again? I always forget where Descending Dark is. Ah, right, yep, it's down here. That's right. What would be the best way to get here? Yeah, I feel like we just go the normal way. Especially since I haven't sat at a bench yet. So that will help a lot now that I have sat at a bench. Then we come back down here. Alright, yeah, I forgot about this. Easy stuff. I can do it. Again, super easy stuff. Just simple timing. I'm good at simple timing. Sometimes. Yay, we got another grub. There we go. Up. I am not doing great right now in terms of health. There we go. Yay! Soul totem. Ah, right. I forgot about that detail. I was like, man, it's so nice that they put a thing out front so I can heal. No, that's not what that was for. There we go. Yay, crystallized mound time. How do I handle this? Not like that. There we go. Okay, we have a little health. Man, what riveting gameplay, right? No! My health. This isn't looking great. There we go. Yeah, Dream Nail is after Descending Dark, because I don't really want to come back through here. No. No! Time for the walk of shame. Yeah, nah. Because apparently I forgot about it when I went through Crystal Peak the first time. So my plan is to go through Crystallized Mound, get Descending Dark, and then get Dream Nail. Alright, time to kill these flying things again. That was a lot better. Man, flying projectile enemies are like bane of my existence. No, no. What? Yeah, I'll take it, but like, why? There we go. Yay! There it is. Woo, descending dark. Very nice. Now we can get out of here. Whoops. You know, I just really wanted to re-experience the platforming again. There we go. Now, let's get Dream Nail. Hello, dreamers. Crazy stuff. Wow. The spider, the jellyfish, and the other one. Moth! We love moths. Moths are great. Wow, I did that first try without even stopping. That was crazy. Yay, we got the ping pong paddle. Moth. Yeah, it was bye. How? Oh. So apparently Dreamnail is unbound. It's it's bind D, I guess. Sorry, rebound X to be my attack button. There we go. I love most of these, dream tree things. I forget what they're called. There are a few that are really annoying to get, though. But for the most part, they're really fun. Let's get the shield. Just while we're here. I feel like there's something else here. What was that? Nah, it's not that important. Stag Station. They're pretty fun. I think the worst one, though, is probably the one in the entrance to the... What is that? The place with broken vessel. The basin, that's what it's called. That one's probably the worst dream tree. Just because of how much there is to avoid there. I would say definitely second worst one is the one in the hive. So they decided to put that in the room with all the enemies. Also known as every room in the hive. They all have all of the enemies. Alright, let's see. How do we do this time? That didn't go as good as I thought it would. Hey, we have 17 minutes to throw at this before I have to end stream. So we should be able to get it within 17 minutes. There we go! Yay! 1 health remaining. But we got the thing. Spooky. Give me the delicious shade soul. That's what it's called. Wait. Can I get up there? I don't think so. Doesn't really matter. Let's not die on the spikes on the top of the elevator. Yeah. I just kind of wanted to get back up there for the, soul stuff. Alright, where do I want to go next? Because I can't do too much. Because stream does need to end soonish. Let's see. I don't have a simple key. So we can't get to the sewers. And I think, yeah, where would I get other keys? So okay. Yeah, I can do that. So there should be a simple key at the top of this room. Grab that. And then drop on down. Nope, not right there. And then we can head back over this way. Dodge that enemy, and come back down here. All the way down, please. Thank you. Ooh. Unlockable door. And another unlockable door. We're unlocking all kinds of doors. Here it is. And into the sewers. The disgusting, disgusting sewers. Yeah, we can get to that bench. Yay, pill flips. Fun fact, pill flip spelled backwards is pill flip. There we go. I love how that bench is tilted. Anyways, great place to end this stream in the Royal Waterways. Let's see. Yay, Mori is still streaming. Alright, everyone. We're going to raid Mori. So hop on into the car, because we're going over to Mori's house. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!